Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing some more hair experiments and tutorials and all that kind of good stuff. So one of my most popular videos right now has been how I bleach my hair at home by myself without destroying it. And in that video I show you the products that I use, but I don't show you the process that I use. This is going to be really similar if you've seen my dye removal video. The process is pretty similar to that. So check that out, I'll link that as well, and I'll also link my previous how I bleach my hair video. But anyway, so I thought since it's time to do these roots, it's a good opportunity for me to go through this process and show you how I do this. Now, I have my ISO jacked up in this room. This is, my bathroom. So I've got all the natural light pumped into this space I can possibly get, and my ISO is jacked up, so I apologize. This video isn't going to be as good a quality as I would like, because I'm filming myself and all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, I'm just going to jump right into it. So let's see if I can get you aimed over here at the counter. I have all my normal products here. So I have towels. I have my Blonde Me developer. I have my Blonde Me developer, my Blonde Me 9 Plus bond enforcing bleaching powder. I have, for the next step, I have the Blonde Me toner in ice. I have a new one, and I also have another half tube. I'm hoping to only have to do my roots, but I may have to do the whole thing. And I'm going to finish this one up. I want to tone my hair to chrome. I've had this one for a while, and I haven't tried it out yet, and sadly school's about to start back, so I'm going to have to keep my hair normal people colors for a while. So I want to do this one before I run out of time to do this. Now I was going to do this whole video a bit sooner, but I realized that I was out of keratin treatment. And they have discontinued the one that I usually use, so I know I look like a Blonde Me commercial. I totally promise you that this is not in any way sponsored. I just have had good luck out of their products. But anyway, so I picked up the Keratin Restore Blonde Mask by Blonde Me as well. So I'll be giving that one a shot today, and we'll see how that turns out. But I just want to take you through this process. So, all right, I have no idea how I'm going to cut this, but whatever. Anyway, I switched over to, I got a new fisheye lens, mostly for real estate, but whatever, it's not the point, and it seems to do this better than my other lens, so we're using this one today. We're going to see how this turns out, but anyway, so we're going to get rolling. Lots of nice old towels here. You always have to have at least 3, one to cover the floor, one to cover the counter, and want to dry your hair with when you get out of the shower, because you're probably going to have at least a little bit of bleach residue in it, or at least in my experience, I've had a bad habit of that, and I have old towels because that's how they became old towels. So anyway, we're good to go there. So getting rolling here, we have our mixing bowl. Non-metallic, it's got some measurements in it, which is kind of useful. And we mix our bleach powder and our developer 2-to-1. So I'm going to grab the developer and I'm going to shake it. And I'm going to grab, so this is the scoop, can't see that, the scoop that comes with the bleach powder. And I'm just going to use that scoop. Whenever I buy another one, I'll have a second one, and that'll be handy. I don't have to wash it in between, but for now, I only have the one. So, Oops. And that's one. That actually worked okay. And we're going to do number 2. And it's always nice if you can have somebody help you with this kind of stuff, but I don't know. I just have started doing my own, so I just kind of do that. All right, so I need to wash this, rinse this in between. Because I obviously don't want to put the developer directly down into my bleach powder. That would be a problem. I also don't want to put water directly down into my bleach powder, so I'm going to make sure I dry this quite well. Oh, I'm so close to out of that. And make sure we make one nice level scoop. Super satisfying. All right, now we're done here. Put back in there. And we're going to mix. And we want to mix this extremely well. You want a nice, even consistency. You want to get it till it's nice and foamy and even consistency here. All right, and quickly I'm going to part my hair. I already have it up in pigtails because I'm that person. So I'm going to brush this out. And I'm going to just part this basically front and back. And I'm also going to take out my earrings so I don't ruin them. If there's anything that'll ruin your earrings, it's bleach. So front, back, and I'm just going to grab that and throw them back in that hairband. And brush that out. Now I have not washed my hair in a few days, because you're not supposed to wash your hair every day, but especially when you're going to bleach it, you at least do not want to wash your hair the day before. You want to have all those natural oils in your hair as much as you can. So it's not too greasy, I guess. My hair is pretty dry most of the time because I bleach it. And I'm old. But anyway, so it is, you know, a couple days out, not too bad, all things considered, but you want all those natural oils in there as much as you can. So I'm going to start. And this is a little bit different than the dye removal, because in the dye removal, I wanted to cover the whole hair strand, but I don't want to do that now. I want to just get this on the roots. And I am a bad girl, and I should not do this, but I do have a habit of overlapping just a little bit because I'm doing this myself and I'm not super awesome. So I have had instances where I miss just the ever so small little bit of roots, trying to not overlap it, and then you get this weird stripe, and I don't want a weird stripe. So I overlap it ever so slightly, but you're not supposed to do that. Don't do that. I advise you not to do that. You've been told. So anyway, you should also wear gloves. I don't wear gloves. I should wear gloves. If I did this professionally, I would have to wear gloves. But I don't do this that often, so I'm just going to pretend that that makes it okay. It doesn't. But so I'm going to paint this on and just make sure that I only get that on the roots and overlapping just ever so slightly. To be fair, even if you try to not overlap, you're probably still going to have at least a little bit of overlap. So just do the best you can, really. You also want to keep this off of your scalp if at all possible. The heat from your scalp will in fact make the bleach change faster on those hairs, so you will get a little bit of a color difference if not. In one batch of bleach is usually plenty for hair, for my hair anyway, if you're just doing roots. But if you have a lot of hair or thicker hair, you may end up needing a little bit more. It will 100% bleach your skin, so be careful with that. So I'm going to let this sit for about 35 minutes and process. But I do want to point out, this is why you should wear gloves. If you can, I don't know if you can see that there, but that's my pointer fingers where I did most of the manipulating of the bleach, but it does definitely burn a little bit. That'll heal in a couple of days. It's not really that big of a deal. It doesn't hurt or anything, but I'm sure it's in no way good for you. But anyway, so that's why you should wear gloves, but I have a hard time like holding the brush and keeping a grip on it, and everything gets slick, and it's my preference to not wear gloves. You really should not do that. So anyway, so that's why, just to give you an example, so you have again been warned. And do pay attention to that this is a messy process. You saw, like, I'm pretty used to doing this. I've done this for quite some time by myself. And of course, I still made quite a bit of a mess and had to clean some things up. So you saw that. And equally, just to point out, that's about how much was left after this application on my hair. And I have pretty fine hair, so just to give you a bit of a metric. So anyway, I'm going to let this sit, and I will come back when it's processed, done, and I'll rinse it out. Maybe. All right, so this has sat for about 35, maybe 40 minutes now, and I'm going to wash it out, and we'll come back. All right, so checking back in, this is after I have rinsed the bleach. I have actually not toned this, and I'm not going to do the icy toner on it this time because I'm going to be going gray, and a little bit of yellow is actually good. The only reason I was going to do the toner to begin with was to even out the layer between the new and the old bleach, but it doesn't really have a line in it this time around. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Just depends on your hair at the day. But little variables can make a big difference. So anyway, so it looks pretty good today. So I'm not going to do the icy toner. I'm going to leave it just like this. So I wanted you to see a starting point, but I've been doing some research and some brainstorming on a hair look I want to do. I've not done this before, so it could turn out well, it could turn out poorly. That's kind of the nature of what I do. But anyway, so you see the blonde. So if all you're interested in is the blonde, you know, tone or not tone, that's up to you. But you can stop watching at this point in the video if you want to see the craziness that I come up with. I'm not going to film that part, mainly just because the light is getting like awful. It's dreary, it's raining. I have not nearly enough light in order for that to actually show up well in the camera. Like this is already gritty and very dark, so I'm not going to put that on the camera. I will come back after and do check-ins in between stages so you can see what I'm doing, but I'm not going to film the whole process just because it's going to be really, really, really long and you're not going to be able to see all that much anyway. So if you want to see what craziness I get into, I know what I'm going for. I don't know if I should tell you or not, but I guess you'll see it in the preview of the video anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm trying to do, I guess, a silver dark root fade. I'm not describing that well. Anyway, you'll see whatever I come up with and it'll look like what it does when I'm done. So let's give it a shot. All right, so I'm back. I am checking in. Just to update you on what I did, I have 2 colors on my hair. These are both permanent dye, and these are a new thing out by Ion Color Brilliance. These are chrome, and I did that on the top half of my hair, and then Dusty Violet is the other one, and I did that on the bottom half of my hair. So effectively, in theory and in hopes, when I rinse this out, it should be a darker gray transitioning into a lighter gray. So I'm going to rinse that out, dry it, and see where we are. Okay, I'm back. I have washed out all of the gray dye. And it actually does have a nice ombre to it, like I was hoping, so that's pretty cool. I haven't dried it because I have one more step I want to do. And I'm going to do that, and I'll come back. Alright guys, I'm back. I finished off my hair with this product. This is new to me. I don't know if it's new entirely, but this is the Ion Pigments Color Solutions Color Depositing Treatment. And this is the color black. Now as you see, it's got a bit of a blue cast because it is meant to refresh previously black dyed hair. So I would probably prefer had it come out a little bit blacker, but to be honest with you, I love the way this came out. I'm really excited, and I'm probably gonna cry when I have to take this out. And anyway, so to recap everything that I did 2 different colors of permanent silver dye, darker faded to lighter, on my hair, and then to finish it off I did the color deposition conditioner. I just want to point out too that it's on purpose that this is a temporary color, because as this grows out I'm going to need to touch up my roots, I'm going to need to refresh the silver, and I'll want to move the dark layer up, and I don't want to have to remove the dye. I also don't want my roots creeping down. I want to keep it about this level. So as this grows out, I can let this fade and I can put it back where it should be after I touch up my roots again. So anyway, really super excited with how this turned out. I hope you are too. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell so you can stay up on all of my updates. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.